People think of yoga who haven't done yoga as maybe just some real airy-fairy, relaxing, meditative thing, but Bikram yoga is not like that at all. Bikram yoga.
26 postures and 2 breathing exercises in 90 minutes in a heated room.
It helps to increase the balance, the strength, and the flexibility of your whole body.
Bikram yoga is
a great way to exercise.
It was like nothing I'd ever experienced before.
A physical and mental challenge.
It's a good way to center in on yourself, and sometimes it's just a way to sweat.
So the most difficult thing about yoga are the poses and the 90 minutes of heat.
The biggest challenge for anyone is just getting yourself into class.
One of the best things about Bikram yoga is
the feeling afterwards. That's the greatest thing.
Bikram yoga has had 3 years of competition. Bikram and his wife Rajashree, their goal is to bring yoga, not specifically Bikram yoga, but yoga to the Olympics, to create an Olympic sport out of it. The competition is, each contestant has 3 minutes to do 7 postures. The 3rd year in competition, and it's my 2nd year of competing, I actually placed 3rd, which means my students were better than I was. So instead of going down to the international competition, I just coached. And that was an interesting experience. I coached Sarah Bond.
February 10th, I competed for the United States competition. The top 2 men and women for each state go to compete for the U.S. And then I placed 2nd in the U.S. And that next day I placed 2nd place in the world, which is really cool. Started practicing probably about a little bit over a year and 6 months ago. I used to be really depressed. I was only 19 years old, and I just really didn't like my life very much, so I worked out all the time. And a friend of mine said, you should try this yoga thing, it's hot and crazy. So I got into it, and I hated it. I hated it so much because it was really hot and it was really hard. I have scoliosis in my spine, about 30 degrees, and I just wasn't good at it. And the 3rd day I liked it so much that I took 2 classes my 3rd day. And I was finally smiling after about 7 years of being so unhappy. Over the past year and 6 months, I feel fantastic.
Well, since I started practicing Bikram yoga,
physically I noticed that I became more toned and I slimmed down a little bit.
My body has gotten a lot more flexible.
I lost at least 70 pounds.
I was like 265. Now I'm probably like 205, 210.
Mentally, I feel I'm more alert.
I feel so much more relaxed. Also, I used to have allergies. I don't have allergies anymore.
I realized it's the best thing I ever did for myself.
It was like the best thing I ever did.
I love it.
It's definitely going to be with me forever. I'll do this forever.
My favorite posture is Savasana. You lie down on the ground flat and just relax as much as possible.
My favorite posture is definitely standing both legs. It's just like a split, so you do the standing splits kind of, and you bring your body parallel to the ground.
I like triangle pose. Your legs are far apart, your arms are far apart, so you're stretching everything.